Are you ready?
I'm ready. I think we're live already.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like we are live. Hmm. So what we have is an ASUS. It is a big, big laptop. It's ROG Replica Gaming Series. And the keyboard is not functioning properly, so we're actually going to go ahead and replace it. And from what I've uh, come to understand, it's quite a it's quite a lengthy teardown, and so I may do this video in two parts. Um, So I'll go ahead and just get into it. And again, we have Tim joining us. Tim, straight from Australia. Welcome, Tim.
hi there.
So we're probably just going to banter about nonsense while I go through this, as per usual in these videos that I've been doing. It's kind of fun. I enjoy it.
And I'm meant to be working, which I
Right.
can do at the same time.
So we have there's these rubber pieces installed here, and I'm almost positive that they are all hiding some screws. So I'm going to just step off the side here and grab a tool to help me get them out. Which is more like a dental pick. I'm going to try a dental pick. Let's try it. Let's try this one. So I want to try not to damage these. Yeah, check that out. Little little piece of rubber just covering up the screw.
Okay. Well, that seals it up.
Yeah. Wonder how many of these
So
I'm going to lose.
they won't fall out.
But yeah, we're also going to be doing a battery and a hard drive on this machine. But the keyboard, that's the goal. That's the one we're going to get all the way down to the bare essentials here to get the keyboard out, and then we're going to replace it. From what I understand, there are no screws holding in the keyboard. It is rivets or plastic, melted plastic caps that just hold it in. So we're going to deal with that
So
as we
it's
get there.
effectively welded in
They're
plastic.
welded in. Yeah, and actually, I may be pulling out a secret weapon to get that to work. You'll have to stay tuned.
Oh,
We'll come
a
back
secret
tomorrow.
weapon.
What's that? I'm sorry, Tim.
I forgot what I said now.
The secret weapon.
Secret,
So
something secret about the secret weapon.
yeah, yeah. I'm actually excited to try it out and see if it works, but we'll get there maybe by the end of this video, but I might also break that out on tomorrow's continual of this video. Who knows? I might do the whole job today. Let's see how
I
well
reckon
this
you will.
goes.
You'll get fired up.
Yeah. Okay. I do want to check under these feet too because they do hide screws. Nope, no screws under there. So I'll go ahead and put that back. And let's see. See if we have another visitor. Okay. But I'm going to go after this one first because it does, obviously, it appears to be a cover. Standard Phillips. And as always, we're going to try and keep track of these screws. Oh yeah, that's actually quite nice. That screw has a clip on it, so it's not going anywhere. Perfect. Ooh. You know, and these are big, bulky computers, and they usually have a pretty sound build quality. I'm a fan of all of these, like the ASUS, the MSI. They also do a very nice gaming type system. What's another one? I think Acer was also putting one out. There's a little bit of debris here. Oh, it's tape. So I'm trying to see if Keith wanted to come in. Let's see. All right. Tons of screws. We have lots of screws everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I'm going to change the bit. I think I need a larger bit for this one. Tim, see if you can get Keith in here. See, okay, these are a different size, so we need to set them off in a different area. All right, and then we're going to get the RAM out. Hard drive caddies, we'll get them out of the way. This is fun though. Seems I enjoy the more intricate ones. Get a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a rush, sense of accomplishment at the end and get it all back together and it works. Hopefully it works. Sometimes, every once in a while, something doesn't go right. But those are fun too, because then there's a mystery to solve. Just get the CD drive out of there. I'm going to put the screw back in the CD drive so that we don't lose that. Not that we like those kind of mysteries, but helps pass the time, you know? What's the next? What is next? Oh, there's a couple of screws here in the where the bezel of the CD drive was hiding them. Those are dangerous. Leave those in because you don't see them and you end up replacing plastic. Okay, there's one more. I got them all. Well, we're gonna find out. All right, I'm gonna get this up on an angle. All right. And we're gonna do a little bit of investigation here. We're gonna use a pick, see if this is where it separates. And I'm gonna gently pry, and I use these picks so that I'm not scratching anything. Many years ago when I started out, I was using screwdrivers and there would be tool marks left on the plastic, and it's just no good. It's not very professional. I wouldn't want to receive a laptop back with scratches all over it. So we take these precautions now. Actually, I did that twice before I learned my lesson. I actually had some warranty work done by I'm going to call them a very big computer company. And when I got my system back, it had gouges where they were prying the keyboard off. So it can happen even on a bigger company like that. Just depends on the technician you get. Okay, so I've worked that all the way around. I've got cases definitely starting to separate. We just have to find the remainder of the screws. So let's take a look here. There's a cover. This might be a cover. Yeah, see that? That comes right out. Those are clips releasing. That is not plastic breaking. Okay, so as I get this tilted, there is a connector right here. Don't know what it's for. It's probably speakers. Yeah, that's speakers. Oh, that comes apart very easily. Now I'm going to dust this. There's definitely some buildup here. And before everything goes back together, it's going to be spotless. All dust and debris removed. And while we have it open, we'll even check out thermal paste and replace that if necessary. Let's get that junk out of there. Wonderful. We may not have any more guests this time. Okay. There is a spacer of some type here. Seems to be connected to the wire. Oh, it's just glued to the wire. And the battery. We'll get to that soon. We have a replacement battery for this. And yeah, looks like being a bit stubborn. There we go. See how that moves. I think it just slides out once I get that last clip on the other side popped free. So one thing I like to do is add, so you can use a pry tool or a pick and just add a pick so that it doesn't snap back into place. Being stubborn, I think there may be a screw left over, so let's check that out. There is, I missed one. So we don't want to pry too hard. Oh, and that's a shorter one, so that goes over here. Okay, I think that's it. There we go. It slid free. But we want to take a look inside here. Yes, there are ribbon cables connected. It's difficult to show. Let's see if I can get that over here. A couple of ribbon cables. And they're nice and long, so there is room to open. But we still want to be careful not to damage them. So I might be off camera a little bit here when I do that. All right, I think that's it. That's it. So here we go. Here's where the keyboard is behind this panel. And as you can see, it's just melted plastic rivets holding that in. So we're going to work on that in just a little bit here. I'm just going to set this off to the side for a moment. And see about the battery, which is this connector here. Let me get some of this. This is definitely a pet one there. Now this isn't bad. I have seen so much worse. But there is pet hair trapped inside. I'm just going to make sure that gets out of there. So we've got the battery disconnected. And I believe if we turn this back around, that we have one screw under this. No, that's just a dot. In order to get the battery out, I have no idea what to do. I am thinking that I actually have to remove the display to get the battery out. Ah, yes, there are two screws that are completely hidden by the display panel, so might as well do that now while we're here. right, I'm just going to move it just a little bit out of the way, and then we can get to these two screws for the battery. Is that it? That's not it. There's something else holding it in. Okay, I'm going to check on the new one. Okay, so it's two screws, and then just these clips. So I believe I just have to angle it up and out, and that's all. I just don't have the right angle. That's it.
Beautiful.
And that's a good tip right there. Once you get stuck, it's good to look at the replacement part. Actually just saved me about a half a day's time. I would have torn the rest of the thing apart. There we go. Okay, so before that, I'm going to put this display back together since it's fresh in my mind.
You're going to sink the cable under?
Yes.
Good. Just checking.
Good catch. Okay. Okay, so this went here. That doesn't go there. This goes here. Do we have anyone watching this time?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. No. Okay, so that's good. Just have to get the battery connected. Very good. And then I'll get some tape before this goes back together and get this secured properly so that it doesn't interfere with the bend of the hinge or anything like that. Get snagged. We don't want it snagged on anything. So, all right, we can get this assembly out of here and bring back the main event. The main event, this scary thing right here. Okay, I'm gonna get these pieces of tape out of the way first. Yeah, I don't know if anyone will ever watch these videos, but I sure do enjoy this.
It's pretty good tape.
Yeah. All right, so essentially what we have here, this is a layer like a shield. And then under the shield is another set of these plastic rivet or melted, I don't know what else to call it. It's mushroomed over plastic, holding in
It's welded. We'll call it
this,
plastic welded.
this shield and then holding in the keyboard as well.
So it's 2 layers to get through.
Yeah.
It's an onion.
Let's get, I'm going to remove this cable completely. That way it's not involved in any heat issues. And this layer, this cable. And then these 2 cables go to the keyboard, so they have to stay. We're going to be doing a little bit of discovery as we get into this. So I simply have a soldering iron here. Oh, I apologize, Tim. A soldering.
Better. That's better.
That's
Correct
better.
English.
Soldering gun iron. Let's see what it has. I don't really get the solder off of it. I don't know if I'm ever going to be cured of that one.
It's an interesting thing, isn't it?
It is.
Need to put like signs up everywhere around your workshop.
Yes,
It's
circle the L.
solder.
I have to circle the L in that word. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to be very cautious about this. Oh, yes, that melts instantly. So let's see if we can pry up just the tiniest little bit. Good. Oh, that works wonders.
Are we sure? Do we know what type of plastic this is?
I'm thinking something like ABS, but
Probably.
I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking because now you can buy the filament and everything.
Yeah.
If you needed to re-weld it, you'd only need a little smidgen of it, wouldn't you?
I have ABS.
Oh, there you are.
I have black ABS. It's actually working quite nicely to get these separated. It's getting to be a bit of a mess here, so let me see if I can that up. Oh, the smell is wonderful.
Hmm.
Lift up right there. Very good. Look at that.
Too easy.
Well, you definitely have to be cautious. Like right here.
Just want to get a bit of tape and stick it down.
Yes, that's what I should have done.
Are you actually replacing the whole keyboard?
Yep.
Oh, well, you don't care if you melt that one then.
Yeah, that was the thought immediately after that. Should stick it down, and then I thought for a second, nope, don't need to.
It'd be interesting to see what's the keyboard's made of, how it's made. It might be recoverable for a spare. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Well, it's that an idea. It doesn't. It's not a good or a bad one. Just and.
All right. Where are we at? Oh, that's
Bit of
I
tape.
just completely overlooked that piece of tape, didn't I?
You're just that huge, humongous piece of tape.
I-
Oh, look, there's more. It's got friends. Just when you thought you were done.
Yeah. Oh, that was warm. Ah, very nice. Okay. This looks like They are all around the perimeter. And what is this? Is this part of it? It's the power button. How about we leave the power button in? Oh no, actually, this is... How about we look at the new part? So the power button is not part of this keyboard. So, oh, no, it's not. Okay, it's not the electrical portion of the button, it's just the button.
It's just a springy button thing.
This, yes, the technical term for it is the springy button thing.
That's it. The red one.
It is. It's a red one. So this is actually a little more difficult now that we're into it here. And I'm getting another phone call. From Arizona. I can't answer. I'm on YouTube. They're trying to get on the show. That's how popular we just became.
A worldwide sensation. That didn't take long.
Ah, well, a couple hours. Definitely. Well, the way this feels, I am missing quite a bit. So, you're going to love this. I think that I need to remove this big sticker. see if I can get that to come off.
So that whole thing's a sticker, is it?
Yeah, but I believe there are more. I believe there are more bits. Is it a sticker? Oh, this is a backlight. Oh, goodness.
Do you need to take that off to drop the keyboard out? Oh,
I don't believe the new keyboard comes with a backlight, so I actually need to save this big sticker and reinstall it.
oh, that sounds not good.
No, it's not fun. Which is this other cable that we thought we could destroy it. It's fine.
Have you got a steel ruler?
No.
No.
No, but that would be perfect.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, what's the stickiness factor of that thing? Is it just tacky?
A little more than tacky, but not too bad.
Interesting. Okay.
Backlight. Okay, so then I'll clean this. It's got some fuzz, so I'll clean it and see if we can make sure it adheres properly. I'll get the old glue off and all that. That will take some time. And yes, that reveals quite a few more rivets.
So it's a very minimalistic keyboard, isn't it? It's when you lift that up, you should just have buttons sitting in it.
Yes.
So what's the new keyboard look like?
You want me to bring it over here? Yeah. I'll get it.
Oh, you don't have to right this second, but just curious.
It's identical.
So it's a metal plate with the buttons, is it?
Yeah.
I was just thinking it'd have to be a whole assembly, wouldn't it? Or is it a kit? Okay, it's a full.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should only be undoing the plastic bits around the outside, yeah?
No, I've got to do the plastic bits. Is there?
Oh, okay. They're holes.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense then. Yep, because they're mechanical strength. So it's not something for the faint-hearted, is it?
Oh no. No. Definitely need to have a bit of confidence going into a job like this. Well, you should. I have no idea if I can do it, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Oh, I think you can.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks, buddy.
Well, that's how it is. just got to get this big programming job finished by Monday. Have you seen the list of things to do on that one?
No.
It's not short.
Probably shouldn't admit that I haven't seen the list.
You don't want to. You just keep doing what you're doing. You can be shocked later.
Ah, there we go. Goodness.
You're nearly there. You'll have this finished soon.
Yeah,
The rewelding will be fun.
I agree. Especially when I break out this secret weapon.
The secret weapon. I thought they were just called blowtorches.
Tim, you can't give it away.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see if I can steady my hand a little bit more.
Well, you could be using a thermite or something like that.
Yes.
Just let him out through the bench and the floor.
And I'm sure that's not a keyword they search for.
How to repair your laptop using thermite? Well, it'd be interesting for a few seconds. It's more fun than Michael's suggestion of throwing rocks at things. How you going?
Almost got it. That's it.
It's out. Look at that. It's interesting. So that's all one piece.
Yeah. Sure is something. All right. Let me get some of this ethyl acetate going on here. And I should pour that right next to the soldering gun, shouldn't I? So
Well,
soldering.
it's only soldering is not doing anything. Oh dear.
I wonder if this will react with this plastic.
I'll do a little test
Yeah.
piece.
Over here where it's hidden. Oh, perfect.
Now the old soap and water doesn't hurt either, except for even electronic bits.
Yeah, you could wash. Yeah, you could wash them with soap and water as long as you don't energize them when soap and water is being applied. I don't really suggest it though. Distilled water is really you can rinse stuff with that. Yep, well, might as well while it's here. Take the time to do every one of these.
Hmm.
All right. So before we move to the next section here, let me get this out of the way and introduce the secret weapon. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready, Tim?
I'm always ready.
Any idea what that is?
It's a plastic welding machine.
It sure is. It's a 3D pen or plastic welding. So,
Plastic welding sounds much more
yeah.
industrial.
Yep. So this will be the first time I'm firing it up. So we'll do a little instruction read.
Make sure it's
Yeah.
charged.
No, it,
All comes with a, oh, it's USB powered.
yeah. So first, let's take a look at the little toolkit. First, let's read the instructions.
Where's your plastic squirty stuff?
What's that?
Does it?
Oh, it takes 1.75 millimeter
Oh, filament. How
filament.
nice.
And if we're going to use ABS, which I have ABS, I go to I move the positions. Okay, so there's a little dial in here.
So for the hotness.
Yeah, can't really see it, but it takes a flathead screwdriver to adjust it.
Is it a single turn trim pot?
It is a single turn trim pot. And it is set probably not quite hot enough. It's set between PLA and ABS, so I'm going to bring it up to ABS. Boy, this plastic screwdriver they sent feels like it's going to break when I turn the screw. Quality. But it does say use the included screwdriver, so I guess that's what we'll do. I have a roll of ABS. I'm just going to spool off a good bit. And it's plugged in. And I'm going to load it in here. I don't know what that means.
Is that the feeder buttons?
Well, there's this slider button here. Slide. I don't know what that is. And then what appears to be feed. Let's see. Maybe we can open this up. Never open this while hot or while plugged in. So we're taking a brief moment to figure this out and then we'll get back to the repair. But we have a green blinky light.
Does that mean it's up to temp?
I don't know.
Where's your little bit of paper with the words on
Full instructions. User's manual.
It's stopped flashing now, so it must be up to temperature.
Temperature ready indicator light. It stopped flashing.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's hot.
Feed withdrawal. And then stepless speed control. Okay.
Is that for the slidey bit?
Oh, look at that.
Feel it going in?
Yeah, speed control. Okay. There we go.
Oh, so it had white in it to start with, did it?
Yeah, I guess they did a test with white.
Well, that's always a good sign. Does the tip itself get hot, or is just?
Oh, yeah. I don't want to touch it.
So
Yes.
I'm just asking because it will melt the plastic it's touching to help with the welding. So it's melting the.
Yeah, so I need to.
That's not very melty plastic.
It's not. So maybe I want to turn the temperature up just a touch. Well, maybe I want to keep practicing with it.
But it's feeding pretty well.
There we go. Okay. I got that one. Good. Perfect. Oh boy. Are we scared?
No.
So 2 minutes to learn how, and then we just go for it.
You just got to make sure it's all flat when you're putting it back on.
Yeah, I've got to check each one of these little mounds where the keyboard used to be.
So with the keyboard fitted, do the keys sit proud of the top plate?
What's that?
Well, when you sort of did like that, so you have it down flat and the keys are sticking a little bit higher, it's going to want to all sit up a bit. So when you weld it, it'll be higher than it should be. Or does it clip in?
Well, it's not clipping in. It's just where there's plastic remaining. I'm able to push it down past the plastic. So basically, I'll have to work with each spot.
I'm just trying to think of a good strategy. Is it worth sort of doing the corners and then the middles just to get it seated properly and then go around and do all the rest of them?
I'm wondering if I should touch the soldering tip to it first to get them all in place. That's a tough one. Oh, let's try one. It's not feeding. Oh, it's warming back up.
Okay, so it turns itself off when it's sitting there. That makes sense.
It's not feeding.
Is it hot up? Is it hot? No. Your green lead's not there, is it?
Have I managed to plug the tip already?
No. Come on, it's easy. What's your leads doing? All right, so you're up to temperature if it's solid green. So you reckon you might have a jam already?
Yeah,
A cloggage?
possibly.
I can see it coming out.
I'm pulling the filament back. I'm gonna grab the tool from the 3D printer.
Was it all gizmochis that came with this?
I couldn't hear you.
It had
What was that?
a couple of little tools that came with this thing, didn't it? Was one of them a pokey stick?
No,
No.
no. So I'm just
What's going in easy?
oh yeah, it was definitely jammed.
Hmm.
There we go. Yep, it's not hot enough. I got to bring up the temp. Well, this is definitely a learning experience here.
Did it move?
Yeah. Seems to flow a little bit better. That was way too much.
So it's working.
Yeah.
Way too much is a good thing.
Actually, it's kind of nice. Oh, well, let's see.
Oh yeah, so you're getting like a good little rivet head.
Yeah. The second one's pretty smooth. The next one, not the greatest. But I am going to touch up the first one with the soldering tool.
If you must.
Yeah, I don't like it. Bro, the odors in here. This is probably not good for me. Ooh, that held real tight. That's nice. Perfect. The throw on that key is, it's great. I don't know if I can get it. It's pretty good. Winner. We have a winner.
Very good.
All right, so I'm just going to spend the next hour and a half welding.
This is the therapeutic stage.
Is this where I get my stories? Yeah.
Stories? Do you want some
Tell me a
stories?
story?
I'm a bit short on stories. I'm trying to refactor this code, and I'm not sure if I'm actually refactoring it or just making it all convoluted. Decisions.
This one needs a little help.
What? Oops.
This is working really well. I think I'm going to end up pulling up a chair. Okay. Let's do some spot tests. It's a little soft through there, but I haven't welded them yet, so you can probably see like this is stepped out good, but these are way in. So, but I've got my edges. Edges are looking great.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Space bar, that's looking good. Then we got a sag through here. Good. This is really cool.
So we're liking the new secret weapon. It's not so secret now.
Yes.
It's now the one secret weapon.
Far better than hot glue.
Yeah, hot glue doesn't stick forever. Is it what you'd normally use?
No, I would normally replace the plastic. I'd replace the whole unit. But now that I have my secret weapon, we can save a
Probably
bunch
just
of
let
money.
go on that plastic.
Save the clients a bunch of money on it too. This particular repair is expensive still, but that's just because of the nature of the beast. We could not get the entire assembly anywhere close to affordable, and I can't say that this was even a great price, but it's far better than replacing the whole thing. Got a little problem there. All right. See if I can get this worked out here. Let's add a little material.
It's got a little bit of a kink in it, or
It's not going down far enough, so we're going to try and warm it up. Perfect. That did it. And let's see. Excellent. I'm really getting the hang of this. Definitely have some excess there. But I can clip that excess away. Oh, that actually just came off. So yeah, this one is actually giving me a problem. So oh, not found. right, let's check it out. Perfect. So that's pretty much it. This is definitely going to take some time. I think I may end the live and do the rest of this off off the air, since this is, I mean, you pretty much get the gist of it here, and then I'll come back with the final tomorrow. I'll come back with the final assembly and testing, all of that. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm happy with my new toy. Tim, thanks for coming out. Appreciate
That's
it
all right.
coming on the show. It's always a pleasure.
A pleasure to be here
All right, thanks. YouTube
to see
land,
the master at work.
the master. Oh, well, thank you. I do like to think that.
The big-headed master.
Oh, all right. Bye, guys.